Good evening, everyone. I hope everyone had a great day today, a great weekend, and I hope now everyone is settled and relaxing and just enjoying their time with family, enjoying their time, just loving on each other, because we still in the month of February and people just, just loving it up, and I just want to thank you for tuning in to the Real Talk One-on-One Christian Radio Show. I am your host, Laima Hayes. For those who follow me on Facebook, that's Laima Queen Hayes, and Instagram, Lady Wisdom, OOO. I am truly blessed to have you tonight, for you to give me your time for an hour and give me your listening ear, and I pray that you call in, because like I always say in my show, communication build relationships. Communication build new ideas. Communication heals. Communication encourage. It's something about when you open your mouth and just have a conversation with someone. The right conversation. Not all conversation a good conversation, because it says in the word that a correct communication can is not good. And so I pray that you call in. The phone number is 404-857-7764. And I'm just always ready and hyped to get on my show. I was coming home from church tonight, and it was 7 o'clock. I was like, I gotta leave. I gotta get to my show, and then I gotta write down my notes, because I always wait to the last minute, y'all, to write down my notes. And I already have my topic before I even do my show. God always put a topic in my spirit, but at the last minute, words that start coming out of what I'm gonna say and how I'm gonna say it and stuff like that. And so I am really, really excited about tonight's topic. I'm excited every topic. Every time I get on this show, I'm excited to just give you my experience. Because my show is all about my experience. I may have read a book or something that I had went through, because you can't really teach nobody nothing if you have not been through it yourself. If you have not experienced yourself, how you gonna teach me? And so everything that I talk about on my show is I experienced myself, or pretty much I experienced myself. I don't want to never get on here and talk about something that I do not know nothing about or have not experienced myself. And so I'm so excited about tonight's topic, because we still in the month of February, and I know, and they call it the love month. And so I chose to talk about this topic because we always say it. Hurt people, hurt people. Love people, love people. Well, I don't ever hear people say love people, love people. They always quit to say, well, hurt people, which is true. Which is absolutely true. But how can we turn that hurt from love? Because some people hold on from hurt. They hold on to that hurt for so long that it destroys their relationships, that they can't communicate well. It mess up their health. It's so much things that hurt does to a person that we don't really talk about. You know what I'm saying? So I am so excited to talk about this topic and to give you my experience and give you my input on how I feel about it and how can we overcome it, because we can't overcome it. This is speaking to have overcame hurt from her own mother, from her own family, from people that she thought that she can trust, have hurt me. But I have overcame it because I understood why people hurt. Hurt people because they're hurt, and that's the reason why they hurt you. And so once we get a better understanding of that, then we won't be so offended when somebody do hurt us. You know what I'm saying? Or we just move ourselves out of that atmosphere of a person hurting us, or just don't conversate with that person anymore if they continue to hurt you. So there's many options that you can do to overcome from being hurt. And so before I get into the topic, because I'm about to get on into it, but y'all know February is Black History Month, and so I decided to do a Black History fact about a young lady, a movie that many kids was watching today, and it's about a young lady called Ruby Bridges. And Ruby Bridges, she was the first African American child to desegregate to all white William Frank Elementary School in Louisiana during the New Orleans school desegregation crisis in 1960. So she was the first Black American child in New Orleans now, to go to an all-white school. And y'all know back then, and as I watched the movie, I saw the struggle that she went through. But she didn't allow that to derail her. She still went to school, and then she ended up by her. And this topic is so great for this discussion, because we know that through the movie, I saw so much hurt that she went through, and the hurt caused her to not want to eat. The hurt caused her, and she was a child, and she was a child being hurt, but she overcame that hurt, and by her turning her hurt into love, she turned the minds of some of the kids to want to be her friends. Even the teachers that were in these schools, their mind was turned as well. Not all the teachers now, because we know we had some other people. You always got to be someone that try to go against the system. And at that time, the United States was changing from trying to segregate schools, and she overcame it. And I just want to give big ups to her, because she's still living to this day. She's 63 years old, and she went through a lot of hurt, but through that hurt, she turned her hurt into love, and through her love, she changed the hearts of some students. She changed some hearts of some teachers and some other neighbors in the neighborhood. And so that's what it's all about, is we have to learn how to turn the hurt that we get from people, we have to turn it into love. And I know it's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's a process. It's a process to learn how to not allow the hurt, because hurt people. If you go out and hurt another person, then you ain't doing that but hurting yourself. And that's pretty much my Black History facts, was Ruby Bridges. And look her up. She even got a movie out. Like I said, me and the kids were watching the movie, and I didn't know nothing about it. It's my first time seeing the movie, and I was like, because I didn't even know who I was going to talk about. I know we talk about the same old people every year, and sometimes it's very important that we learn somebody else new, because we know a lot of African American people overcame so much stuff, and that they don't get the recognition that they should receive, or we don't talk about them as much. And so this was a new person that now that I have learned of in Black History Month. And so that's my Black History fact. And y'all know I have to talk about my weekend recap. I try to make sure that every weekend I make sure that it's productive. I make sure that I'm having some fun. Even through the week, I'm working. I go to work, and I come home. If I don't have nowhere else to go, if it's not church I'm not going to, or going to my finances class, then I'm coming home, because I work. You get up early in the morning, and that's your whole day, and you get tired. And so I always make sure that my weekends is productive, and I'm doing something that I have a choice to do. And so, Fridays, I don't do too much. We got off early from work, and my Friday's always slow at work. And so, we got off early, and my daughter came down there with me, and because they love coming to my job on Fridays when they don't have to go to school. And she came and spend time with me at work. And it's good to bring your kids to your job so they can see what you do and get a better understanding, and just know that you have to work in order to, if you want to, you have to work if you want to make some money. You have to work. You have to work. Ain't nobody going to sit there and take care of you unless you And so it's good sometimes to, I love when my job, every year they have bring your kids, bring your kids to work day. And we do it all out for the kids. And so I love that my job is so laid back to the point where on Fridays I can bring the kids, and because a lot of people work from home at my job, and so they're not in the way. There's no meetings or nothing. So when the kids want to come down to my job, then I'm all up for it because they don't be in my way. I'll be really doing that anyway. And on Saturday, for those who want to just be around more like-minded we have our women's ministry that we host every third Saturday of each month. And the name of our women's ministry is Doing the Girl Thing God's Way. And we had an awesome time at our women's ministry. And those who would like to come to our women's ministry, we would love to have you. We meet every third Saturday from 9:30 and sometimes from 11 o'clock. It depends on what's going on. What are we hosting on that women's ministry? Sometimes they go longer than 11 o'clock. Sometimes it's 12 o'clock. And we talk about, marriage, and we talk about single people because we need more, though. We need more because, we just need more teaching, more learning experience, and we need to hear it from the mouth of people that are married, because sometimes we get a lot of information from television, from media, and which is not real at all. We get a lot of information from he say, she say, and it's good to hear from people that are actually going through it, going through being married or going through being single, because both of them have its challenges. Being single have its challenges, and being married have its challenges. But God created it. God created marriage, and God created us to be single. And He told us what to do when we are single, and He told us what we need to do when we marry. And so if you don't know, I encourage you to read your Bible. Open up your Bible and ask God. And God will show you what you're supposed to be doing when you're single. You're not supposed to be, looking for a man. We're not supposed to be out here looking for a man. When we're single, we're supposed to be doing things for God, for Him. We're supposed to be walking in our purpose, what God wants us to do when you're single. And I had to learn that myself because, when you don't grow up with people telling you how, about God, or people don't tell you, you see the worldly view of what you're supposed to be doing when you're single. You don't too much see God's view of what you're supposed to be doing when you're single. So it's good to get around like-minded people to keep you on that track where God wants you to do. And so I encourage you all to join us for our women's ministry. And, being married, that's a whole nother level. If I know what I know now, then I would have waited till I got married. I would have waited till I got married because I know now, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready then when I got married at all. I wasn't married, because being married, that's a whole nother level. That's why God called it a covenant. It's an agreement upon two people. And if you're not in agreement with that marriage, or you get married because you want to have sex, or you want to get married because you think it's, it's a fairy tale marriage, which we see on television, on TV, then you gonna find yourself in the divorce court, in which I have found myself in because I didn't really know the meaning of marriage. You know what I'm saying? So if I knew what I knew back then I wouldn't have got married. I wouldn't have not got married. I probably wouldn't even had any children. But I would have waited for that too. But we all make mistakes, and when you know better, you do better. And so we had an awesome time with the ladies, and one of our ladies is selling jewelry. She make her own jewelry from her own hands, and she has some nice jewelry. And so it's just good to be around like-minded people and get a better understanding of what you're going through. And because I guarantee you somebody went through what you're going through, or I already went through. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to be around like-minded people. And also I went to Toastmasters for those